That's the point this woman was speaking from. She was talking as a mother who saw her children that are helpless. Do you know that until Jack Ma sent us materials, we did not afford anyone?
Talk to me, Mr.
The
Zion.
city, Mr. Zion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zion. Everyone, what's your name and where are you calling in from?
Canada, this is Lawson.
Lawson, welcome back.
Just like what Zion said, our statement, he wasn't wrong at all. You see, these are people who are highly experienced when it comes to Africa.
Mr. John.
They are highly experienced. So she knows the African society, the African environment. But the thing is that even me myself, tell you the truth, I am surprised that especially Nigeria is containing it and doing what they can do to keep it down. So nobody knows, you understand. Also, after every other thing, there is also the God factor. And why the disease is not ravaging Africans, it's surprised to not just Nigeria. If you go to other African countries, you understand, the total number of deaths somehow is not as much as that of Europe. So she's not wrong at all, but somehow I think God is taking control. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for calling in. 95.1fm, what's your name and where are you calling in? One more call and we wrap this up now, yeah?
Yes, this is Prince Kingsley Kim calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, Prince Kingsley, welcome.
Yes, coronavirus is ravaging the globe.
All right.
And of a truth, Bill and Melinda Gates, you know, this couple, they are so passionate when it comes to Africa and its people. They've always loved us, giving us, you know, to the tune of billions and trillions of dollars, and they have always cared for us. They have even loved us more than those that say that our brothers and our blood relatives and leaders that exploit us religiously, politically, and other economically. So, may my God, in His infinite mercies, bless Melinda and Bill Gates for me, for being there for Africa and Africa. I rest my case.
All right, thank you very much, everybody who's called in and said she spoke the truth. All right, then. A youth chairman in Elele Alimini Community Emo local government area, Rivers State, Diamond, and one other have been allegedly shot by members suspected to be of the Onelga Special Peace and Advisory Committee, OSPAC. Our correspondent gathered that the situation caused unrest earlier today in the community as some indigents of the community clashed with the authority to arrest one Christian Wona over an alleged misunderstanding with an indigent of Onelga. A source who identified himself as Govin Wona alleged that the OSPAC members shot the youth chairman after he tried to stop them from arresting the young man from the community, saying that stray bullet also touched another youth.
When my brother was telling them that was from Nawari, they were eating from town. The youth chairman told them that he's the youth chairman. They say he should go back. The youth chairman said no from the community. That is the youth chairman. That what happened. They now released the shot and the youth chairman. They shot the youth chairman. They now shot him on the leg. Everybody came.
The commander of OSPAC in Elele Alimini, John Aggie, confirmed that OSPAC members from Onelga actually visited the community for an arrest, but dismissed reports that the youth chairman was shot.
Among them there, nobody was shot. It's just like maybe this bullet, bullet has a lot of shit inside. One bullet has a lot of ingredients. So it's the ingredients that reached somebody, not that the person was shot. Thank God that place was the youth chairman residence. It was his own place. So having heard noise now, he came out. But before he came out, some people intercepted those OSPAC. So they wanted to collect the gun from one of the OSPAC members. So the boy had to shoot on the floor. And if you shoot that type of local gun on the floor, the bullet is scattered. So unfortunately, the bullet touched our youth chairman. But for now, nothing is happening. It's okay.
Our correspondent reports that while River State Police Command is yet to comment on the development, the victims have been rushed to hospital for treatment. Now remember when I said, you can call me a prophet right about now. Remember when I said that it will come to a time when OSPAC will become redundant. There will be no much crime in River State because it's impossible to totally eradicate crime. But there will be no much crime in River State, and the reason for which OSPAC was formed will become trivial. And I mentioned it that time, and a lot of you said, hey, it's and I asked the question. I said, who will be responsible for OSPAC at the time? This is the third time in the last 3 weeks, correct me if I'm wrong, where Osberg has made it to the news having some kind of fracas with the people, or the second time, maybe I shouldn't exaggerate, maybe the second time, because my memory is not really serving me right on this issue. But let's say the second time, Osberg is having an issue with people from a community, not the same community though, but from a community. There's the question, should they have even been carrying guns in the first place? I mean, we've had that debate in time past. I mean, yes, they might have shot the locally made gun and the pellets might have distributed and all of that. But should they have been carrying guns in the first place? Man, what do you make of this development? I should just leave it for you to have your say on this very one. All right, the numbers remain the same. Call me and let's have a conversation. 95.1fm. What's your name?
Hello, Kalada. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, my name is Ahun Sichima.
Welcome.
Now, Kalada, I think in as much as I believe that there is a relative peace ever since Osberg, especially in my local government, Emoha. Now, I do not, support Osberg interfere with other matters. Now, how can you reconcile that? They came from almost to come and arrest people who are somebody misunderstanding.
But
not any robbery,
but yet again, remember I said it to come to a point where, like you said, there's relative peace and there is no much work for them to do. So what do you expect them to do? They are now attending to civil matters. You can imagine.
It is wrong. You understand? Because that was not the essence with which the offer came to be for the first place. So I think offer should not interfere on any civil matter.
All right, Chima.
Especially when it has to do with this person and this person having a problem. What is offer coming from Allah to come and do?
All right, Chima. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There, we got to move on. 95.1 FM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Prince Andy. Good evening.
All right, Prince Andy, welcome.
And I'm calling for.
All right, Prince Andy, welcome.
Osberg has done very well. It's acceptable by all.
Right.
But I've always clamored that there should be a regulatory body that will regulate the activities of Osberg. It can be the local government, it can be the House of Assembly, or properly the community chiefs and
or maybe they should be put into the. That should be inserted into the neighborhood safety watch. What happened to that stuff, by the way?
Better. So that almost every month there will be seminars, there will be orientation,
and there will be salaries.
They will conscientize them.
And there will be salaries.
The activities, so that these people will not deviate. Because from what we are seeing, once their job finished, when the crime is like, they will have no other job, just like you have rightly said. They have to dive into civil issues and marriages and even boyfriend and girlfriend, you see them going to settle. Who to mean that we are giving monkey water with the
all right, we've got to move on now. We've got to move on.
The problem.
We've got to move on now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much there. Thank you very much. Keep your calls coming in. One last call and we'll do a roundup. 95.1 FM. What's your name and where are you calling in from?
Solution from Port Harcourt.
Your name is what? Sorry, I didn't get you. Your line was breaking for a bit.
Fine solution.
Fine solution. Now give us the solution, please. Go ahead. Talk to me.
The truth is that Osberg, as you may know, also given some respect.
All right.
And kudos. I think they need to be respected in what they have done so far.
All right.
The level of peace we have now cannot be equated or compared with whatever before.
All right.
So therefore, I think anybody, whether in the community or wherever, rural area, wherever, should at least give a maximum case of campaign for questioning and all that. Try as much as possible to give them that respect.
All right.
And do well to stay along with them because they are simply safety.
Thank you very much.
For the second of the who I don't know. Anyway, I know that she actually knows about the Africa.
No. We've moved on. But anyway.
There's something she doesn't know. Excuse me. There's something she doesn't know.
See, this
show is the life. Hello.
All right. Thank you very much for calling in. See, the show is structured in a way where we take one issue at a time. We don't merge issues so that nobody issues are not lost. The conversation is not lost, right? But then again, this is that time where we get to do the roundup. So I'm going to go straight to the text message portal. This one says, Mrs. Gates said the honest truth, and from experience, God bless Mr. Sign for speaking my mind. The foundation of her husband have been on the front line of fighting polio, HIV, and other diseases in Africa, where there are few or no good health facilities to manage the pandemic, and everything is politicized. Michael Newmalt. All right, thank you very much for that one. Let's see. This one says, Nigeria will surely overcome COVID-19 very soon. People should not stigmatize COVID-19 recovered persons. Thank you, presenter. All right. Thank you very much. You didn't drop your name there. This one says, okay. I am expecting him to say anyone with BVN will receive alert. Nothing else. My children are starving. Mary, thank you very much for that one. This one says, and Chiji Paul Harkett, concerning Mr. President's speech, my expectations are high. The lockdown would have been extended or would be extended. More palliative measures will be announced, and our countrymen and women will be encouraged not to despair. All right, let's see. One more text message. Yeah, the wife of Bill Gates is absolutely correct, because Africans should take responsibilities by building good health care, not flying abroad for medical care. For me, most especially in Nigeria, where government functionaries go to abroad for medical services. Mr. Leziga from Alu. All right. Let's do the text message portal once. Okay, you know what? Phone lines. It's the roundup edition now. Call in and give me your take on any of the stories raised. 95.1 FM. What's your name and where are you calling in from?
Yeah, good my brother Kalara.
Yeah, good. All right, welcome. What's your take on any of the issues?
Yes, about Ospat is, I think Ospat now is going behind beyond the line they give to them, their battle line.
Yeah.
Yes, they have gone into several matters now. If I have a problem with my wife will now go and call us back. I will now call us back. Us back will come and arrest. Come and do. One of my community boy was involved in that wahala. The boy was
brutalized. It was brutalized, right?
I'm telling you, so brutalized. I'm telling you.
All right.
The guy now is taking treatment up to now. So they should just calm down, because after now, us back will go beyond their line, and I don't like that.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, sir. 95.1 FM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Calling from
Turn off your radio, please. Turn off your radio, please. Oh, God. Sorry about that. 95.1 FM. What's your name and where are you calling in from?
Hello, Mr. Carla. I'm West.
All right, so the West, welcome back.
I've not heard from your husband people to know what really happened.
Sorry?
You see, that matter, the way you narrated the matter.
What's that?
If I were the youth president there or the youth chairman, it's something that they can handle amicable than going to violence.
Right.
This man is wanted. They hand it over to the who kill him. Then you follow it up.
All right.
You understand? This one, they started resisting people who are security, somewhat a security agent.
But you remember we've argued this thing before, so the West, that they do not have the right to arrest. They can actually apprehend or maybe go they can go, how do I put it now, with the police.
People said they have right to go anywhere and they can arrest.
All right.
That's what their chairman said.
All right then.
They can arrest anywhere as far as
there's a problem with that now. There's a problem with that.
Well, so we have to get the details of what really happened. For that case, I don't think there's any case there.
All right.
We wanted this man for so okay, hand it over to them, follow it up.
All right.
But this one they started using violence to attack hospital people. Those guys are violent too.
All right. Thank you very much for calling in, Solo West. This one says, hello, I'm expecting to announce, or the president to announce, that every Nigerian should be credited with 40,000 naira for the stay at home and also extend the lockdown. And this is Felix from Bios, and he went on to say, I'm also expecting the president to announce that every night. Okay, you said the same thing twice. All right. One last call and we call it a wrap. 95.1 FM. What's your name and where are you calling in from?
Please, I got back.
Off your radio, please. Off your radio.
It's off now.
All right then.
Yes, let me thank the wife of the judge. Let me just join Lawson and the rest scholars to say that woman has spoken very well. It's a challenge to an African country. It's a challenge to Nigerians. Let us see it as a wake-up call rather than condemning the woman.
All right.
But I, just like Lawson has said, thank God that we are doing more than our expectation. And we'll continue to do that in every other sector. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling in. And that's how we wrap things up. Remember, take responsibility. Everybody must be responsible at this time, this COVID-19 era. Wash your hands frequently with soap under running water. Avoid touching your face and eye. Avoid touching your face and eye contact surfaces just to prevent coronavirus. But if you can't, always have with you, alcohol-based hand sanitizers, and make sure you observe social distancing. And please, if you can, please do stay at home. Stay at home, please. All right, that's all from the platform and radio. We will be with you same time tomorrow. I am Kala Dako Rubatabo, and I'm saying good evening. Stay tuned for Bits and Pieces, and after that, waiting to happen with Funny Udeme and Pastor Talking Drum.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM. Port Harcourt. News update.
Good evening and welcome to today's edition of Beats and Pieces on your premium talk and news radio. Today, 95.1 FM. I am Kala Dako. We bring you a report from Delta State, which says a 28-year-old man has been killed by suspected herdsmen for allegedly killing of a cow at a camp in the state. The report said Austin Nwake was shot in front of his home following the claim out of the house and saw her husband's corpse in front of their door. Meanwhile, the police said a manhunt was being launched for the suspected killers. In Enugu State, the police have arrested a suspect for allegedly poisoning about 143 bags of garden eggs at the popular market within the state metropolis. The police report showed that the suspect was apprehended while carrying out his nefarious activity at Akwata submarket of the Ogbete main market in the state. It also said the garden eggs, numbering about 143 bags, were worth 729,000 naira. The investigation is said to be ongoing to ascertain the motive of the suspect as well as apprehend and prosecute his accomplices. In Oyo State, the painter identified Grace Ajibola sent Niyi to withdraw money from her for her last year and was impressed by his works. Niyi became a regular face in her house and sometimes attended the monthly vigils, just as the disease also used to send him on errands with her car. However, on the day of the incident, she sent him to help her withdraw some cash from a bank account through an ATM when the painter decided to check her account balance and found over 2 million naira in it. Later in the day, he went to the woman's house, strangled her to death, then fled with the ATM card, one phone, and some other valuables. The report said he had already withdrawn the sum of 120,000 from the account before he was arrested at his hideout in Akura. From Ogun State, there's a report that the police have arrested a 43-year-old man identified as Joshua Abraham for allegedly stealing a newborn baby's placenta. The police report said Abraham was arrested following a report by the grandmother of the baby, Ralia Zakara. Zakara alleged that the accused person, who is a close neighbor, went to the hospital where her daughter was delivered of the baby, pretending to be the father of the new baby. Consequently, he demanded for the placenta from the nurse on duty and it was given to him, having claimed to be the child's father. The report also revealed how Abraham received the placenta and went away with it on the pretense that he was going to bury it. However, when the grandmother got to the hospital that Abraham had eaten the placenta, investigation revealed that the suspect had once been arrested for defrauding a police officer and a pastor of a huge sum of money under the pretense of procuring Canadian visa for them. In Lagos, the police have a hospital. The incident was said to have happened at Ijora Badia area of the state while he was allegedly having sex with his pregnant lover. The report said Akin, who had identified the lockdown directive of the government, who had defied the lockdown directive of the government, was found dead in his friend's containerized shop where he allegedly engaged in a sex romp with his lover. Investigation revealed that Akin brought his generator along with him into the containerized shop with his lover after his friend had closed for the day. The duo was, however, discovered the following morning by the owner of the shop, who resumed for the day's activities. Now, on the foreign scene in California, a teenage girl is reported to have committed suicide after reportedly struggling to cope with the stay-at-home order amid the coronavirus outbreak. The teenager, Joviani Smith of Stockton, was found dead inside her home after she hanged herself. Her mother, Danielle Aunt, said she believes that stress from the health crisis may have played a role in her daughter's death, according to the outlets. That concludes today's edition of Beats and Pieces, as produced by Stella Sasungu of the News Department. Thanks for listening. Till same time tomorrow, do have yourself a lovely evening. Remember to wash your hands regularly with soap. Always have with you at all times alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Do observe social distancing. If you can, please do stay at home. I am yours truly, Kala Dakuru Batbor. Stay tuned. Waiting to happen with Pastor Talking Drum, the Lord of the Mic, and Funny Udeme is up next. Don't go anywhere, please. Stay tuned to Today95.1 FM.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people. Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Have you heard that coronavirus has been confirmed in Nigeria?
My brother, don't panic. The Federal Ministry of Health and Nigeria Center for Disease Control have advised that everyone should do the following to stay safe. Wash your hands regularly with soap under running water. Use hand sanitizer if there is no water. Cover mouth with bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose the used tissue and wash your hands immediately. Avoid touching eyes, nose, mouth with unwashed hands. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces such as door locks, tables, and chairs. Avoid close contact with sick persons or anybody coughing or sneezing.
Please, Mary, what are the symptoms of coronavirus?
Any person infected with coronavirus can have fever, cough, difficulty in breathing, and shortness of breath.
Don't panic. Coronavirus is preventable. If you have traveled to any country with reported local or community transmission, stay indoors and away from people for 14 days. If you develop any of the symptoms mentioned above, call the Nigeria Center for Disease Control NCDC toll-free line 0800-97000010. Share information about coronavirus only from verified sources like the Federal Ministry of Health, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, and the World Health Organization WHO. This message is from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control NCDC, the Federal Ministry of Health, and partners.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Oh yeah, Oga Madam, carry body joint Pastor Talking Drum on top. Testimony time, overcomers time, every Sunday morning, 6 to 8 a.m. Anyhow, baby, my Baba God, now they keep all of us. Make you no go anywhere. So don't put on top today, 95.1 FM.
A diversion. Make way that Today FM 95.1. And now what in the happen? Nine happen for Paraka. Cause no be.
agiwe anaju chojo igane babara yodewe ebela mako wa wamle
it happen on
awo eyele kamni
Isaiah.
That man who call Isaiah. That man who call Isaiah. See, make you not do it, you go make me face. That man call Isaiah.
You follow and sing this song.
You Isaiah.
Now you write this song.
Now you write them.
This thing.
You can